Hello, everybody. Welcome back to DND404. I am your DM, Tony, and joining with me today are the other four. $10. $10? What do you mean $10 for the popcorn? $10 for the pot? It's got a hole in it and it's leaking. Jared.
What's going on, guys? Myelin reporting in, and my carnival snack is a good old corn dog.
I fucking knew it. I knew you were going to take it. No, you take everything I want in life. Jared, leave me one thing once.
You even tried to give him other options.
I
where,
know.
Like, you were hoping he wouldn't pick that.
He started this like, I don't know carnival foods. I don't know anything. I'm like, I got you pretzels, this, that.
That's my jam.
I'm
That's
so
my jam.
mad. All right.
Well, while Dan figures out his,
No,
I'm
I
going to
got
throw
it.
it
Just
over
go
to
to me.
Kyleigh.
Just go to me. I got it.
Okay, fine, Dan.
Hello, everybody. My name's Dan. I play Boram DuMarais, your bug frog artificer, and I'm the deep fried Oreos of this podcast.
No one would have taken that from you, I promise.
Yeah. I didn't think so either.
Yeah, no one would have taken that. It was lame. It was a lame choice.
Anything second to corn dogs is actually F tier. Corn dogs to the moon. All right, Alec, what you got?
Yeah, my name is Alec. I play Kaz'il Amberleaf, and my carnival food is cup of elote. I love cups of corn. It's so fucking good. They put like the butter, the tahini, the lime. You mix it all together. Oh, dude, it's great. It's a great time. What about you, Kyleigh?
Hello, I'm Kyleigh. I'm Vivien Charmant, and I'm the beaver tails of this
What?
podcast. Yeah! We said it DMs. Canadian snack. I mean, it's a normal snack, but we have it at festivals like Winterlude, huge staple. It is fried dough covered in cinnamon sugar or just syrups and stuff. It's so freaking good. If you come to Canada,
Well, I want to eat this right now.
you have to eat a
I
beaver
think it's
tail.
just a bear claw everywhere else.
Yeah, probably. But we have beavers and bears, but mostly beavers.
It's on brand, you know?
On brand. How about you, Tony?
Mine is cotton candy.
Good answer. Good answer.
Is it?
It's a good one.
That was from the Spotify comments. We won't be doing that again. That was a one-time thing, but that was Heart Attack.
Now you know the deal. Before we do the recap, we can do the rundown. Today's rundown is brought to you by, damn, your hair's looking fine, Jared.
All right, I'm going to be doing a rundown of the DND404 website. We just put up the masterpiece poster. Go check it out. It is from your beloved episode. If you know, you know. It's from the Tower episode. We'll just leave it at that. DND404.com. Go check it out. It is under the merch section, masterpiece poster. It is flippin' amazing. It's everything you could dream of. And after that, speaking of merch, if you can, let us know in the comments down below what your favorite merch would be if it was up on the store. Give us any idea that you got. Baseball hat, Lamborghini, whatever it might be. And maybe we'll add it to the store. Who knows?
Should we add keychains, pins?
All right, with that, we are going to be going into the recap. Last time, the party continued their journey through Rockhead Forest, following the map towards a mysterious forgotten tower. Along the way, they were ambushed by a group of vicious redcaps, strange fey creatures that shouldn't normally be roaming the material plane. After surviving the fight, the group began to suspect that something might be opening pathways to between realms. After a tense night of camping in the deep forest, the party passed onward, eventually reaching the source of the river flowing through Rockhead Homestead, a lake filled by a towering waterfall hidden in the mountains. While searching the area, they discovered a troll hand with a pouch tied to it, and inside they found gold, platinum, and a strange straw doll that is a sleeping token capability of casting the sleep spell. Just up the trail, Myelin spot a troll hunched over a dead owlbear, devouring its meal with no safe around it. The group decided to prepare for battle, working towards. God, I'm butchering the end of this. Working together, they managed to bring the creature down before its terrifying regeneration could overwhelm them. Just after dust settled, the forest finally revealed what they've been searching for all along: the hidden, deep, beyond the forest, the Forgotten Tower. And that's where we're going to pick up today. Bard, roll the intro.
Disgraced in the Heartland, a star could set things right. manufacture the magical, and return a soul to light. From a scorched, fractured forest, the twilight in discourse. Cleanse the rivers that bleed in this swamp of deceit and remorse. Help us conquer the shadow, dawn with a bright glow. We'll find where we belong, but what will await us when all our secrets are gone?
Myelin reporting in, Forest Runner, Midnight Stargazer, and full-time Snack Hunter. I am traveling with Vivien, a rogue who never listens to my plan, Kaz'il, a paladin who bribes me with food, and my own personal chauffeur, Boram the Artificer. This is D&D 404.
Boyos, girlo, welcome to session 19, where we pick up in the mid-morning of the 2nd of Kythorn, the last month of spring, before heading into the summer. You are currently in the Rockhead Forest, following this map, and where we left off on our last session was the four of you discovering the Forgotten Tower, the hidden location from this quite suspicious map. This tower is in the middle of a clearing. On the border of the clearing are all these trees growing outward as if they're trying to grow away from the tower, and surrounding the tower in this clearing are all these dead birds. The tower looks very weird in its construction, not familiar to those of humans, dwarves, or elves, or anything you've seen before. It is a large warped stone tower with the head of it like a flat disc rather than that typical archer's perch that you would see on many other stone watchtowers. There is no noise from the forest around you as you are in the entrance of this clearing. It seems too quiet. There are no birds cawing and there are no bugs chirping. What are the four of you doing?
Kaz'il kind of looks at everyone. So who wants to go up?
For once, I don't want to run into this.
No, maybe not. We gotta think about this a while. And Boram's just looking a little shakily at all the dead birds on the ground.
Vivien wants to take something out of her backpack and throw it towards the tower just to see if there's like any force field or anything.
You could pick up a stone and certainly chuck it into the area if you like.
Yeah, Vivien picks up a rock next to her foot and just yeets it.
You throw the stone, and sure enough, it lands, and it gets pretty good distance before it rolls onto the floor. It eventually rolls into a bird, but nothing alarming happens.
There's no wildlife at all, right?
No, once you're in this clearing, you don't even hear anything. You don't even hear like the normal sounds of a forest.
This is probably the most death he's ever seen. I'm pretty sure of that. And he's going to pick up one of the birds and just try to look and see maybe if he can see what happens, and also kind of consoling it, even though it's passed on.
Give me an investigation check as you're looking at the bird.
23.
It is certainly dead. And as you're looking at all the birds, the one you're holding is more recently dead than the others. There are some that are more decayed than others. You get the sense that these did not happen at the same time. As you're looking at the bird and you're examining its body, you notice that on its chest towards the front, like where its main like organs would be, there is a mark there. It looks like a heavy bruise and it looks indented. But where the bruise is, it looks like all the feathers were like burned off. So you actually see the bird's skin in one very specific spot.
Myelin, seeing what he's seeing, he doesn't quite comprehend it. With the bird in both hands and being pretty delicate, he goes over to Boram and lifts it up and shows him.
What you looking at, Factor?
What's this? This isn't how birds normally look.
All right, that's not good. Whatever's doing this to the birds, it's still happening over there. People could be casting magical traps and all sorts, so I don't know if this is gonna help at all, but might as well set it off. And Boram's gonna put the bird down, and he's gonna put some components in his glove, and then put his hand on the ground and cast Detect Poison and Disease.
Okay, what does that do exactly?
So for the duration, you sense the location of poisons, poisonous or venomous creatures, and magical contagions within 30 feet of you.
You do not sense anything.
And it lasts for 10 minutes. All right. Well, they're not dying by disease or anything of that kind of affliction, so at least we can walk a little carefully forward. Boram stares at the front opening.
The tower itself is a little bit wider, and there is a very clear door that you can see that leads inside the tower.
All right, let's just be a bit careful. I don't see anything on the ground. It looks like this might have happened in the air.
Before the group kind of takes off, Myelin's buried a few birds already because he feels really bad about what happened here. Claws a little bit and then covers them up with dirt, and claws a little bit, covers them up with dirt until the party's ready to leave.
Okay.
Vivien will turn around to everybody, noticing Myelin doing what he's doing, and just focus on Kaz'il and Boram and say, I could sneak up to the front and try to open it to see if you guys stay back here and we just see what happens. Because I should be able to dodge things if anything pops up.
Don't worry, Vivien. I'll be right behind you. And I put my hand on her shoulder and cast guidance as all of us are walking up to this tower.
Sounds good.
And as we're walking, Boram is kind of like spinning around, walking backwards towards the tower, kind of looking into the woods, just concerned about where they are.
Are we leaving the cart?
Oh, yeah. What are you doing with Silverhoof in the cart?
How good are Silverhoof's survival skills?
Well, I mean, he's a horse, so...
I guess we don't really need to tie him up to a tree in case he's got to run.
No. Silverhoof would stay here. And yeah, I mean, we don't know what's going to happen to us, and I would hate for him to be restrained if something happens, so...
But if he stays here, then Troll come?
Yeah, that's why he would run, Myelin.
Okay.
I mean, what do you want, Myelin? You want me just to send him away right now?
I don't know.
I mean, what if Troll doesn't come? Or what if we let him go right now, he goes to Troll? I give Silverhoof like a scratch on his head, and I just look at him and I'll unhook him from the cart. Hey, go ahead and just wait for us, okay? And if you need to run, you can run. Obviously, he doesn't understand what I'm saying, but I'll pull out a sugar cube and I'll give it to him.
He's a sugar cube.
Kaz'il will turn to the group, and he's ready to go inside.
And I guess we'll cover the cart in like a brush, try to conceal it a little bit.
Yeah, I figured we parked it on the outskirts of the opening, just kind of like up against some trees and some bushes and stuff.
You hide the cart in some foliage. You give Silverhoof a sugar cube, and you unhook him in case he needs to run away. He is a very obedient horse, so he does understand you on an intelligent animal level, but he is a very well-trained horse.
Boram shakily lights a cigarette as they walk towards the tower.
You know, smoking could kill you, Boram.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. These things bad, but I need them.
You heard about this place from a contact, right, Boram? Do you trust this person?
No, I do not.
Oh,
But Ivory likes them, so if Ivory likes them, I like them.
okay. I gotta meet this Ivory sometime. And Vivien keeps looking sneakily.
I've unfortunately met him.
Oh, you
You
have?
have?
Yeah, outside your house one time. He was kind of just standing there.
Oh, yeah, strange skelly, right?
Skeleton?
Living. Dead, but living.
Oh. Vivien's gonna tuck that away for later. She wants to talk to this guy. And I guess we keep going towards the door.
Take it away, Vivi. We right behind you, so.
Vivien's gonna try to gently push the door open as stealthily as possible. She's gonna crouch down on a knee, slowly pull down the handle as quietly as possible.
You open the door, and the door creaks slowly as the old wood creaks on its iron hinges.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
As the door glides across the tower floor, it is not made of stone, not fully. Matter of fact, you're seeing grass on the other side of this door, but it's a very different color. It's more blue than it is green. And there are light stones in the grass in front of you, as if there's a stone in every other footstep scattered throughout the grass. It does not look like it's an overgrown stone floor, but it looks like the stones are placed on a grassy field. And as the daylight leads into the room, you begin to hear the sounds of nature, some water in the distance like a stream. And a couple of feet in front of you, you even see a full-grown tree almost growing out of the stone walls.
This is an interesting sight to see. You guys should come check it out.
The walls on either side of you, as you enter this tower's hallway, is about 15 feet apart from each other. Just like the outside, the stone walls are very elongated stone rather than that classic block pattern, and they have this like blue energy coursing through it every so often. It's not like a solid straight line of light, it's more like an occasional glow or sparkle. And there's no rhyme or reason to them, but it does illuminate the hall ever so lightly. You see as the hallway extends, it goes forward about 20 or so feet before it begins to rear to the left. What are you guys doing?
All right, Vivi, what you see? Safe to come in or no?
So far, so good. You guys could come in, I think. Nothing seems too bad. It looks interesting.
I peek my head through the opening. Oh, this does look kind of crazy.
Vivien's gonna move northwest towards the corner of the room, just before it comes to the next bend. And she's just gonna crane her neck around the corner just to see if the coast is clear.
You advance forward and you see as this hallway veers to the west, and then it looks like it goes to the northeast, as if the halls are bending somewhat seamlessly. And you see this large tree with these beautiful, vibrant, light green leaves slowly melding together, as if it's like a gradiency rather than random spotted leaf. It goes from like dark green to this beautiful light green.
Got any experience looking for traps? As Boram also appears around the corner.
Well, I've been practicing. Looking ahead, I do it sometimes. I could see pretty far in the dark. That's kind of nice. And with Vivien's -1, she's gonna roll for perception to see if there's anything ahead. And she got a 7.
The stone walls illuminating with this glow and this little group of trees on your eastern side of the wall, you're not seeing any traps. But as you go to look up, the ceiling is quite high, or it seems so. You're not sure if it's an illusion or your sight is just, it can't see anymore because it seemingly goes black, like a shadow.
I mean, like, there's nothing really in front of us. I mean, the ceiling's kind of scary, but I don't know. I don't see anything right away. I'm good at sneaking. I'm not good at looking.
It scares me how nice this looks, because what I heard is that this place is not to be traveled with.
Oh, great. Does anybody recognize these kind of trees? They don't look normal.
I guess I could take a quick look, and Boram will get within 5 feet of the tree.
Myelin wants to check it out too.
Oh, hey, Myelin.
Just be careful not to touch it right away, Myelin.
Give me a nature check.
You proficient in nature, Myelin?
Mm-hmm.
Want to give me a little help action?
Oh, yeah.
Get up on my shoulders there.
Claw onto Boram's back.
So 23.
So as you examine these trees, you know for sure that these are natural trees. However, what you gather is that they were grown from a magical source rather than a seed. But from any other property that you are examining, they look and smell and feel like a normal tree. It just has a very unique color pattern.
Yeah, these definitely not produced by nature itself. Nature-like, but magically produced. That's ominous, to say the least.
So you're saying like a magical scroll, but in tree form?
No, not like that.
So you're saying I could maybe take a little bit of bite?
I wouldn't do that, Myelin. I mean, you can try, but it's a scary place here, and we gotta be real careful.
Guys, we're just inside the door. What are the chances it's just a bush?
That's a good point.
Kaz'il starts walking forward.
I take a stick with a few leaves on it, put it in my pocket.
Vivien's gonna sigh. She's gonna move just further past the tree, northwest again, about 17 feet.
So just a reminder, Kaz'il does have dark vision, so he can walk. And as I'm walking, I want to actively be looking for traps and stuff as we're walking forward.
What's your dark vision?
60 feet?
Same as mine.
Mine too.
Boram, the only one without?
You see Boram takes a cigarette and he lights a torch with it, or a lantern. I think he's got a lantern. And he'll walk forward with his lantern behind him.
Well, if you have a lantern, it shuts off their vision.
Yeah, better to have normal vision than not, though, so.
Oh, Mr. Purple Eyes can't see in the dark. Wow.
Well, how about this? Since 3 of us have dark vision, let's all tie each other to a rope and put Boram in the middle. Because I feel like walking down these hallways with a giant lantern might not be the best move. So, here, I'll go first. Boram, take this. And
I'm not taking that.
Yep.
I got a lamp. I'm using a lamp,
No.
and you see him snap his finger and use Tinker's magic to produce a lamp.
Kaz'il smacks it out of his hand.
What are you doing, Dendron? Stop it.
We don't need a lantern right now.
I need a lantern.
You have to trust us. This is a
I
trust
do
exercise.
not trust you yet.
What do you?
I've known
this
you
is
for
a
like
trust
3
exercise.
weeks,
Oh,
maybe
so-
less.
Guys, we're too loud.
So you just follow a bunch of random people you don't trust into the forest?
There could be someone hearing us.
That's a real smart move on your part.
There's levels of trust. And he picks up his lantern and like brushes it off.
While they're arguing, Myelin just starts walking forward. There's nothing up here. It's just another turn.
Oh, geez, Myelin. And Vivien's gonna chase after.
You advance forward and you see the hallways are like going to the northeast and the northwest, and then it looks like it's rounding about to the southeast, and you begin to hear some more of this water like a stream in the distance. So everybody's gonna make a perception check, but this is going to be an active perception check for this area. So what we're gonna do, so as we enter to new segments of this area, if you discover anything, rather than, hey, I wanna make a perception check or whatever, we're gonna make a 1 perception check, and that's gonna be your constant perception for this area. And then if you were to enter a new area, we will roll another one for that area.
19 for Vivien. Thanks for guidance.
and you feel the magic go away as you use that. And Boram gets a 13.
Kaz'il also got a 13.
21.
Myelin, as you run ahead and Vivien catches up to you with Boram and Kaz'il still behind, with a 21, you stop in your tracks and you kind of leer as you're looking at one of the trees in the north end of this hallway. There's this bend in the hallway where it's going north and then begins to bend southward in this corkscrew, and there's a tree there. In the path in this tree, you notice many green eyes. You see this large body of a spider in the tree. It's pretty big, and it looks like it's blending in with the gradients of the leaves perfectly. And you notice its white face around the green beady eyes. And as you stop and stare at it, it almost notices instantly that it's been spotted, and it seems to like back away in its space. It is looking at you. Vivien, as you catch up with your 19, you also notice this.
What's the thing? It's kind of creepy. It's got a bunch of legs.
Huh? And Vivien runs up and stops right next to Myelin. Oh my gosh. Have you ever heard of a spider, Myelin?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I've seen them. I just didn't know what it was called.
That's a very big spider. Yeah.
Maybe we should back up a little bit.
Good idea. Good idea.
As you point at it and stare at it, as it's looking at you with its endless beady eyes, you see that whatever part of the body that you can see, you see it slowly starts to disappear as it motions backwards, as if it's trying to back away from you, and then it vanishes.
I don't like spiders, Myelin.
You look up and you do see strands of web.
Boram lifts his lamp around as he's walking. Yeah, we're gonna see a lot of these in here.
Yeah, we sure are.
The spiders aren't usually gonna fight you right away, though. So as long as we leave them alone, I think we'll be fine this leg.
Are you sure?
Okay. No. That thing was bigger than me.
Bigger than all of us.
Yeah, they are big.
Why are you so... What? Normally they're so tiny.
Yeah, I don't know. We got a lot in the swamp, so I'm used to it, I guess.
Spiders as big as me.
Let's just hope they don't attack. Look at it. It's going into the tree, right? Not trying to go towards us. Let's just move carefully around it.
It's not going to try to attack?
I don't think so. Can I do an insight check on the spider?
It's no longer there. You can't see it. No one can see it. It like vanished.
Oh no, he's gone.
Vivien's on edge. She did not like that. So... You can assure us that it shouldn't attack? You've seen ones that are like bigger than a cart?
I've definitely seen some that are bigger than a card. I guess it depends on the mood sometimes, but
Jeez.
be careful.
We're going off moods. I have a mood right now. That thing was huge.
I know. Get up on you. And Boram like offers his shoulder to Myelin.
He instead doesn't want it, and he's gonna like crawl between Boram's legs.
Okay. This kind of makes it hard to walk.
I don't want to be up there. That's where the spiders are.
All right, you just be careful down there.
So Mylin's now on all fours, just kind of scrunched down as low as he can possibly be, tail tucked.
Boram starts walking wider than normal so he doesn't step on this guy.
Follow this corkscrew path, and you begin to hear that source of water. In front of you, you see that the hallway begins to open up into a room. You see more of these trees. And closer to the center of this opened room is a stream of water with a little patch of dirt in the center of it, with a large tree sprouting out its center. On the island where the tree is settled on, or rooting out of, there's no flat land to stand on it. It looks like the plot of dirt in the center of this circle of water is made perfectly for this tree, and it moves like a circular river, as if it was its own source constantly going in a circle around this tree. And the water is amazingly blue and clear.
Now that is a sight.
Looks really nice, but is it nice?
Yeah, I think we need to be careful.
We definitely do.
We'll keep skirting along this wall for about another 13 feet.
Now that we're farther in the tower, is my detect poison disease still doing what it's doing? No detection?
It did go off before when you were looking at the spider before it vanished. That alert also vanished with it when it seemingly went out of sight.
All right, no spiders around here.
Okay.
I got my magic buzzing. I'll let you know. I definitely want to take a look at the water, though. See if it's looks similar to the foggy water we're used to in Rockhead Forest, or if it's something different.
Make me a nature check.
All right, Myelin, you can help me out here. Look real close.
Yep, looking at it.
That's right.
Water.
That's a swampy 20.
You're looking at this water, but you cannot find the source in which this seemingly magical stream of water is flowing, but it's going constantly in a nice circle. Slow, calm, gentle. You get close to the water. Sure enough, does not have any odors. It's very pleasant. And as you get close to the water, Myelin is helping you and he's staring in, and then a fish comes out, almost tries to nip you in the nose as it goes back in. And it looks like a clownfish with bull horns on it.
Woo!
Whoa.
What is that?
And as you look, you see that it goes down pretty deep, further than 10 feet, where it just becomes blue. You can't see the bottom of this water source, but you do notice that there are some of these bullfish swimming in them.
And these bullfish look healthy, normal. Nothing seems like off with them.
Correct.
You gonna collect this water too? As I shoot an eye at Boram.
Oh, of course I am. He's already getting vials out. Needs to be tested back home.
Mylin's waiting for the fish to jump again, if it does, and he's ready to grab it.
You see as like you're looking at the water, you see another fish come by and it goes to jump out, but almost like psychs you out and then keeps swimming.
Boram, do you have any sort of spell that you could like cast on this to make sure nothing's wrong with it?
Well, there's no disease, there's no poison in here, so that's already a good sign. Some of those spells I can't cast yet. I don't have all the knowledge yet. Still reading up on it. But I might be able to catch a fish with a net.
That could work.
We could try. And Boram puts his lamp down and he'll snap his fingers again and he'll produce a net.
A net appears. Go ahead and make me a nature check if you're going to try to fish.
It's right there. No, cast it this way.
I'm on it. You get ready on the come down, okay? If the net don't work, maybe you catch the fish.
I've been trying to magic hand fish this entire time, so now I'm ready to magic hand whatever comes up from Boram.
23.
23, you cast your net and you manage to catch 2 of these bullfish.
Ooh, there we go.
And they begin to wriggle.
I always love fishing in Baldora's Valley. It's my favorite game back home. I don't know if I have anything besides the bag of holding to put them in is the problem.
Oh, what? You can't poof an aquarium into existence? These are like decently sized fish. They're about like almost like 10 pounds. They're pretty big fish.
I guess would a bucket hold both of them?
A bucket would hold both of them. It would not be comfortable, but yeah, a bucket would hold both of them.
We take turns with the bucket.
I'm not carrying that.
You're right. We should just eat one of them. Oh my gosh, you're right.
Don't worry, it's fine, it's fine. And I snap my fingers and with my last Tinker's Magic, I produce a bucket and I scoop some of that water and put the fish in there, put the cover over the bucket. I'll be back. I'm gonna put this in the cot.
You're gonna leave us?
What?
Oh, we're right at the entrance, so I think it's worth it.
Wait, but you could just leave the bucket here and we can pick it up on the way out.
But something in the tower could take it.
Wait, we're gonna leave the horse outside but take the bucket back? I'm so confused.
Okay, I guess we could wait here.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I got a bucket that'll actually stay in the cot. This one will poof after a day, so...
Does he have any detections on the way out?
Boram, as you make your way towards the entrance, that first tree that you pass that's closest to the door, your poison sense goes off immediately next to the tree. As you approach that first tree, you see this spider looking at you. It only happens as you're walking next to the tree. It instantly alerts and you see it as you look in its location. It is lunging onto you. Roll initiative. So you know what type of creature, like the spell lets you know exactly the type of creature.
Yeah, it says you sense the kind of poison, creature, or contagion. I think that just tells me like if it's a beast, a monster, fae, fiend, that kind of thing.
Yes, it is a monstrosity.
It's a 15 for Boram.
So as it lunges at you, you do know it is poisonous, and you do know that if it inflicts you, you will be paralyzed as this spider lunges towards you. We're going to go to the top of the round while Myelin, Kaz'il, and Vivien are next to the tree, next to the stream, and they're looking at this bullfish in the water. You could certainly hear what's going on, but because Boram was by himself, each of you can roll initiative, but you're going to pass on your first turn because you're not there. It's going to take one round for you to realize what's going on. That's the downfall of being separated here. So everyone can roll initiative. Starting at the top of the round is initiative 17, which is Boram. What are you doing? As you see this spider materializing in front of you, your poison sense goes off, and you see this white, bluish, greenish spider with all these beady green eyes. It is large, almost to double the size of you, and it is currently lunging at you. What are you doing?
You hear an echoey Mon Dieu as I scream, and I will bonus action poof down the hall, and you see Boram hit the wall as he poofs back into existence, and then back runs to the group. All right, maybe when you alone they attack.
Only if we're alone?
It just lunged at me. Okay, spiders in here, they hostile.
Okay.
I knew to be worried.
It might be coming down to all. Get ready, and I'll take the dodge action.
We're going to go to initiative 11, which is the spider. And you see it climbing on the wall. Spider walks and turns the corner and halts as it stares at the four of you and then slowly backs up and vanishes before you. And you see as it vanishes, now that it doesn't have the guise of the leaves around you, you see like behind its butt, you see like this greenish portal like materialize from back to front over the spider as it vanishes from your very sight as it goes around the corner.
Does it look like it's going in the portal?
It looks like the portal is overcoming the spider rather than him going into a portal itself.
Ooh, all right. The ambush predators. They wait till you're alone, and then... Ooh.
We can get more fish later. How about that?
I still got it. And you see him holding the bucket tightly. It's shaking. The water's shaking.
So maybe we leave fish here. Oh, so now we're going to listen to my plan all of a sudden.
I agreed with your plan from the beginning, Myelin.
Just going to say, every time I got a plan, we don't do it, bad things happen.
Oh, we got to put a moment on the board. Myelin was right. That puts him at 2 for the campaign.
Twice. There we go.
I mean, we could all leave together, but I don't care to lead the group no more. So I guess I just keep it with me.
Yeah, Boram, you're going to have to just hold on to your fish.
Look, I want the fish as bad as the next person. Maybe more than the first person. And maybe all the group. But I don't want to go back there. Like, just leave fish here. And then we get on the way back.
I'm just holding it and putting it down when we got to fight. I ain't going nowhere without these fish.
As you explore this room, fish in hand, you see that this room splits off into 2 other paths. One is another room adjacent to it on the east side. You can see from your current location that there is a big piece of broken stone, as if it was a platform, as if a ritual circle of some kind was smashed in place. It is covered in dried blood. You also see around the corner that there are all these cabinets with vials and things on them.
Ooh, what do we got over here?
Wait, we got to go together.
Yeah, go together.
Yeah, I'm walking with everybody. Oren puts the fish down next to this cabinet, and he sees the circle and is immediately kind of scared, but curious. What kind of circle is this?
Are there any inscriptions on this broken up summoning circle looking thing?
No, there are no inscriptions. It's more of like a pattern, but you can see the large stone. It looks like it could fit several people on it. It's about 10 feet in radius all around. And you see that there's these smashed up cabinets, but they have like all these vials on them. And as you look at the vials, you see components. Well, a lot of these intrigue you. You see like phosphorus powder, gunpowder. You see vials of like medium rare-ish plants. You also see like monster parts across all of these shelves. You also see a jar that's empty, but it's labeled green dragon scales.
Myelin, catch me. I think I'm in heaven as Boram starts falling over.
And you think to yourself for a moment, because it's kind of like a far off memory, but you quickly snap to. But go ahead and make like a search check if you want to like start looking through these shelves.
Mylin's going to go to climb all the way to the top and start looking up here.
That's a 9.
Can I investigate the very top?
Yeah, if you're all looking around, everybody give me an investigation check.
Oh, Myelin, can't see when you're on my shoulders like that.
Hang on. You hear me scraping a bunch, and then I finally scooch my butt up to the very top. It says red dragon scales, empty, and I toss the jar, and it smashes to the ground. And then blue dragon scales, this was empty, toss the vial behind me.
No, I need these. And I'm catching vials as he's throwing them.
Vivien got an 8.
Kaz'il only got a 3, unfortunately.
3 and 9. Myelin, what did you get?
19?
Roll me a D100.
67.
You find something in like a box. It's very dust covered all the way at the top, like hidden in the back. As you're going through these vials, some of these like vials have liquid inside them, but they clearly look rotten over. Yeah, you guys would get this on a random loot table. It looks like a pan flute. You would need to identify it, but it has a charm of a rat on it. The pipes of the sewers.
Do you think it works like the music box?
We can put it in my bag and then we research it later.
No, that's a pipe of the sewers.
Oh, you know this.
I just got an inkling.
Vivien, what did you roll for your investigation?
8.
So you're going through, you don't find much either, but you do find like a lot of these like liquids. Boram is like the only one that can really take anything of note. Boram, you can take Any reagent that you need for anything you can make at your current level, consider found. You also find like phosphorus powder, gunpowder. You find a thing of ball bearings. You also find this very weird jar. Now this sticks out to you, almost on a shelf by itself, kind of towards the bottom, but in the back. And you move the jar, it's like crusted over, like it's stuck to the wood of the cabinet. You see that in this green fluid is this weird clawed hand. It does not look like a human or a humanoid. It looks very bestial, almost like it belonged to like a giant lizard of some kind. It has 3 pronged claws and a huge talon on it. The hand itself is about maybe a little bit bigger than your head. It's a pretty big jar.
Well, that is something you don't see every day.
The flesh is like lightly brown. It's scaled over.
Well, that is something else to identify later.
And lastly, you also see in it floating in a jar. It's a very big jar. It takes 2 hands and looks like it'd be very heavy. You see the head of a hydra, normal hydra, but it's a head floating in its spot. If you try to move the jar, it is very, very heavy.
Now, this one, I don't know if we could grab this.
It's just a head.
Just a head.
Why do we want this?
Oh, that's an hydra head, though. The types of potions I can make with that.
I was gonna say, do you need it for some sort of like components or something?
Are you trying to eat it?
Like a stew?
I guess by transitive property, you drink it, so...
It doesn't look very good.
I mean, what y'all think of this? I always use this one to carry. And Boram tries lifting it on his own first a little bit.
Give me a strength check. DC 15.
17.
You're able to lift it. What's your strength score?
8.
You are struggling to hold it. If you would continue to hold it after like a minute or two, you'll have to roll another strength check to maintain its weight.
All right, I can lift it on my own a little bit. So I think we could carry it out if we want. I kind of want it. And Boram's smiling.
This is not a shopping episode, Boram. Like, I don't understand what you're doing.
When else are we going to get an hydra head just staring at a face?
First you want fish, now you want this head. This is not what we're here for.
Oh, what are you here for then?
Moral support.
Then morally support this jar into the cart.
All right, how about this? If it's still here on our way out, I'll help you carry it. Deal?
Yeah, leave the fish, leave the hydra head, and then we get it on the way out.
We will happily help you carry it out then.
That's a good deal. So I'm getting excited. Whew. All right. So let's take a look at this magic circle, though. And I'll kneel down next to the magic circle. Can I do like an arcana check to see if I know what kind of circle it is, I guess?
Yeah, give me an arcana check as you try to understand what you're standing on.
22.
You do not sense any magic from it. It is very visibly destroyed. You know that when a magic item is destroyed, all magic is stripped away from it, regardless of what it is. Given its size and the way the patterns are drawn onto it, it looks like a summoning platform of some kind. And you can tell by the ingredients and reagents that are surrounding you, although be it like somebody was using magic to summon things here at one point in time, it may have been on an alchemic level or with a mix of magic, or they were trying to manipulate body parts or creatures and maybe like do like experiments or using them as like sacrifices and such. But it is for all intents and purposes, a summoning circle.
All right, this is very old. There might have been sacrificed in here.
What do you think it could have been, though?
That's what I'm trying to think. I mean, it's bigger than us.
Oh, great. Do you think the spider could have done it?
I don't think the spider would do something like this or have the intelligence to make a circle.
Okay.
All right, but I got all the empty bottles I need for days, months even. Let's say we move on. Now, stay near me, because this detection be working quite fine against these spiders.
So, let me get this right. We came all this way. We got all these things.
You see Boram pick the bucket up again and start walking with it?
So, we just leave now? I thought this is all you needed. It was these things.
No, that's not all we need. No, that's basic stuff.
The fish are wriggling.
I'm like holding the top as I'm walking.
Every so often you hear like a metal pang. Bing, bing.
Yeah, what are we here for?
They're gonna be crazier components than that. Things that can make us do all kinds of sort of things. Maybe even things that could help you, change forever. Get one of them homuncular servants, maybe. And I kind of look at Vivien.
As you leave the room, you're entering this other exit way from the main room with the tree with the water around it. And this hallway heads north, but you notice that the entranceway of this hallway is like gated with these 2 trees that you've been seeing around this floor. Like it's acting as an entranceway arch to another part of this area.
Myelin feels a little neglected now that Boram has the fish and him walking, so he's getting stepped on. Now he's walking underneath Kaz'il's feet.
Whoa, hey, what are you doing?
You know, just sticking together.
Okay.
As you travel northward, the hallway leads into this triangular shaped room. To your east is another one of these alcove rooms, similar to where the summoning circle was. There is no doorway that leads into this alcove, but that turns into dirt and it's filled with these very thick, heavy bushes, almost like it's like a garden of some kind, because you do see berries and different types of things growing from there. To your north, you see a wooden door that looks overgrown with branches and earth coming up from the ground, and is a large wooden door. It looks like you can fit a large creature through it. And to the left is this narrow hallway. And down this narrow hallway that extends for about 50 or so feet, there is a lot of dried blood on that path. And that narrow hallway extends down to another set of hallways heading north and south.
Big door that could have big monster behind it, or bloody hallway.
Vivien's gonna dart northeast just to get a better view of this alcove. Oh, it looks like a dead end over here. Never mind.
Unless you want to go over there.
You gotta be careful when you're going off on your own. Don't forget that. And Boram waddles over with his bucket. That seems like a good kind of trap. I'll just be hanging out in there, I think. So let's check out this door, maybe.
Okay.
As you look in that alcove, by the way, you do hear some shuffling in the bushes. Now, these bushes are very large. The bush goes from like the floor to like almost to the ceiling, but they are a bush, they're not trees. You did notice some faint rustling within the bush as if something was moving inside of it.
Stay away from that.
Yeah, let's not go in there.
Maybe we speak a bit quieter now, but a bit loud, sorry.
Vivien's gonna whisper yell, Kaz'il, Myelin, come here.
You could just wave to him, I think.
I mean, we're right here. It's only 15 feet away.
Quiet down.
You could whisper. It's only 15 feet. We can hear you.
Sorry, I'm just not used to people being around me, okay?
This one has a single ring that you would pull.
All right, get ready, everyone. And Vivien is gonna pull on the giant handle as slowly as possible.
I'll step back.
You hear more of this like water running sound, and the room is covered with like rocky moss, and you can see the other end of it. And as you walk in, you see this big mound of stone moss in the center. Myelin, Vivien, as you look to your left, as you stand in the entranceway, you look to your left, you look to your right, and these smaller mounds of stones, you look closer and you see body parts. You see like a human's face in the rocks, and it's covered with stone, as if the rocky moss pile, it's like feeding off it, absorbing it into the mounds. You look left and then you look right, and you see all of these, it looks like different victims. These people are certainly slain, but they look like they're being preserved, and you instantly get the sense that they are being used as like a life source for these rocky mounds. As you see, the faces are like petrified, but their cheeks are still full of color.
Oh, jeez. You okay there, Myelin?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I'm just making sure Boram doesn't need like a human skull or anything.
Okay.
I'm like watching him.
I have always wondered. No, not today.
Vivien's super concerned about her party now. You guys are just nonchalant about that, okay? It's a lot of bodies.
Yeah, they're a bunch of freaks.
This is quite terrifying. I don't know if I want to be in this room much longer. What's the big thing in the middle?
So it's a big version of all these little mounds. It looks a giant pile of like stones with like water running through it, and you see all this moss growing out of it. You do not see human body parts in that pile.
I mean, I'm curious, but I ain't dead curious as I look over to one of the humans getting sucked in.
Well, Boram, do you need anything from here? Because this place gives me the creeps.
You know, there's probably some good components in there, but it's not worth that squeeze. And I slowly back away into the hallway we came from.
I like the sound of that, and Vivien books it out of the room.
Wait, I got an idea. We can throw one of those fish in.
I ain't using these fish, you kidding me?
Yeah, you know how long it took him to get it?
Yeah, about 10 seconds.
Half an episode.
All right, the next hallway, I guess.
Vivien's gonna close that door again, and she will go southwest down the hallway ahead of everyone a little tiny bit.
You look down this long hallway to the east that's about 50 feet. You see a lot of dried blood. Otherwise, it looks seemingly empty.
Well, I think now might be a good time for me to go invisible and scout ahead.
Oh, I don't mind that at all.
Vivien's gonna grab Willen's brooch and close her eyes really quick, and she is going to use the brooch to turn invisible.
You go invisible.
And then Vivien's going to go further down this hall to where it forks off to get a better view.
As you travel down the hallway, make me a dexterity saving throw with DC 14.
23.
Your head snaps to the south and you hear this mechanical whirling. And then as you go, you look at it, your danger sense kicks in and you roll 5 feet forward and boom, The wall juts out, slams up against the wall, and then it retracts.
Did Vivien just die?
I'm okay. I have to change my clothes later. Watch your step, everybody.
Well, we know it's there now.
I'm guessing there might be another one with the next blood stain. Vivien is going to spring past the next one as quick as she can.
Make me a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Are we able to like do things like while we're doing this?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna cast Bless on Vivien, Boram, and Myelin.
Vivien rolled a 16 with advantage.
You get blessed, so you get a D4.
+3.
As the loud, crushing wall rumbles the hallway, from beyond the closed door, you hear heavy, crushing stomps that sound like falling rocks.
All right, it might be time to move.
Myelin, Boram, and Kaz'il, what are the three of you doing? As Vivien is at the other end of this hallway, invisible.
I would like to face step to the other side of the hallway. You guys coming?
Myelin misty steps. Yep, I got this. And he clutches in with his claws, and as soon as you blink, ease.
The three of you look back and you see Boram hugging his bucket of fish.
I told you just leave it on the ground. We'll get it on the way out.
Leave the fish, Boram.
Oh, I don't want to, though. Oh, all right. I hope you're going to be okay, Adia. And I put the fish in the corner.
Hurry up, Boram.
Out from the closed door is this huge rock elemental with the water pouring out from it, glowing blue eyes that matches the walls of the hall as it approaches your direction, Boram.
And you see Boram start running with the fish. Ah!
So you know they're there. So rather than a saving throw, you're gonna make a athletics check because these things are going off regardless. I'll let you choose. If you want to do a saving throw, you can.
A saving throw, 100%.
DC 14.
What if I got 2 nat 1s in a row?
Oh, no.
You're not gonna go into the second one.
Yeah, okay.
I'm letting you know it's gonna roll damage. If your health drops to 0, maybe having a different conversation right now because you're gonna be flattened. You're gonna take 14 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are stopped at the first one. Your leg gets crushed on the wall, and as it backs up, your leg is like really messed up.
But are the fish okay?
I'm guessing they fall forward.
Yeah, they definitely dropped the bucket. Your leg is badly wounded. Until you treat the wound, you're gonna have half your movement. I'm not gonna say it's broken, you lose it, whatever. There is no defined mechanics from that. We did not agree on those defined mechanics, so I'm not gonna just be like, you lost a leg, unless it's like you got eaten by a giant monster. I mean, we can flavor like that. We will actually have a conversation later about these mechanics because some I overlooked, but it is a crushing wall that is coming at you. It's not spikes, it's just flat. And we're going to stop your movement there as we are now going into initiative.
That is a 16 for Boram.
16 for Myelin.
3 for Vivien.
And a 4 for Kaz'il.
Starting at the top of the round, initiative 16, a crushed Boram and Myelin. I will let you choose who goes first, but it is your initiative.
Mylin's gonna go. Mylin's gonna go. Mylin's gonna go.
Okay.
Boram, no! And he springs into action. Trust me on this. I have Warp Propel. When a target fails the saving throw against Telekinetic Propel, instead of pushing it, you can teleport the target to an unoccupied space you can see within 30 feet of you. So, moving you 30 feet.
Boram whoop, pops out of existence, reappears in existence.
Yeah, he's definitely like back behind us.
I poof into existence and tumble and roll and hit the wall on the other side.
Get my fish!
No.
What? No.
Oh no, the fish!
You look back as this lumbering rock elemental is squeezing itself into the hallway. You just see the bucket of fish in between the two wall traps.
I think it might dodge it. I don't think it's gonna hit it.
I have an idea. I might be able to get the fish.
Myelin, no. Please, no.
Myelin, we don't have to get the fish. It's not that big of a deal.
I'm gonna use my floating disc in front of where the monster is. The disc remains for the duration and can hold up to 500 pounds. The disc is immobilized while you're within 20 feet of it. You can move more than 20 feet away and the disc follows you. So I can stay within 20 feet. It can hold up to 500 pounds. I'm sure the thing is more than 500 pounds, but it's in the way, stopping it at least. And it lasts an hour.
How big is the disc?
It's 3 feet in diameter, 1 inch thick, and floats 3 feet above the ground.
Okay, so you make this floating disc in the center, and you can even like flatten it if you like, but it does not cover the whole hallway.
3 feet?
Yeah, but like above it, there's like plenty of space above. You can't see the ceiling, it just kind of fades into black.
Okay. I'll do that just to give it some difficult terrain. Question real quick. The second trap Was that a wall also?
Yes, they were both crushing walls.
Perfect. I'm putting my disc right there.
Oh, are you trying to stop the trap from going off?
I'm trying to stop the trap and possibly grab your fish at the same time. I'm having my cake and eat it too.
So as this disc is created in the path where the crushing wall would be activated, you see the disc is created and the wall shoots forward and is met with the force of the disc. And then it goes back, and then it slams forward again, and then it goes back, and then it slams forward again.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to run and grab the fish.
Sure.
Which is 15 feet. I'm going to jump up on top of my disc. I'm going to run, grab the fish, and then hustle back up on top of the disc and run all the way back to exactly where I'm at. It's just exactly 15 feet both there and back.
Sure is.
Get the fish. Don't worry. And I throw the disc, blocking the trap in the wall. And then I go grab the fish. I'll be right back. Grab the bucket and I'm back. Fish in hand. I got it. I don't know what to do about that thing. And that's the end of my turn.
Staying on initiative 16, Boram leaning up against the wall with a badly hurt leg.
Well, think about that later. As I'm going to use an action to drink a health potion. So I would have to use a magic spell to cure my leg. Is that the idea?
Yes, you would need magical healing to fix this. So like a cure wounds would fix this or something like that. Potion would not fix it.
I'm going to look to the south and see that there's something dead down the southern hallway and that it seems to be like a dead end. Like, all right, we should probably head this way. And I start going north.
To the south, when you look down, you do see this large, furry, winged creature indeed dead on the floor. It is also very large. But you see that room, from what you can gather from your position, it looks like a big garden of some kind. The animal is surrounded by like these berry bushes. When you head north, it leads to another open room. To your left, in this dense forest-like area, you see all these trees growing through smashed chests and footlockers. To your right, you hear more of this water as you see water flowing out of this waterfall between the walls and a nice wooden bridge that arches over this stream of blue water. On the other side of that bridge is a spiraling staircase that ascends. At the end of your turn, we're going to go ahead and move to initiative 4, Kaz'il with Vivien on deck.
I'll walk over to Boram and I'll say, hey, don't worry, Sahin's got your back. And I'll put my hand on him and I'll cast Lay on Hands for 4 HP.
Oh, my lucky day.
And then I'll kind of just turn to the group and I'll say, so what do you guys want to do? We gotta leave. This thing's behind us, but what direction?
Not south.
North it is, I guess.
We're going to move to initiative 3, Vivien.
I'll scout ahead, and she is going to go 20 feet northwest, right above where Kaz'il and Boram are standing. She's then going to go 10 feet further in, and then I'm going to dash action as my bonus action to go another 30 feet.
Yeah, so when you enter this room to the north, the staircase is about 30 feet from your position that when you end your movement.
And that is where she will stop. That's her turn.
We go to initiative 1, which is this rock elemental. And you see as it begins to move down the hallway, it uses its arm as if it's trying to throw something. Right when something would be let go, you see this rock from inside the body flies out towards Myelin as a boulder is launching towards him with a 15 to hit. You are hit for 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm gonna use a reaction as I'm holding the fish, worried about their safety. Seeing the boulder come at him, he raises his hand and his eye starts glowing and he casts shield.
Shield, your AC is increased by 5 as this rock smashes across this invisible force field. What is your AC right now?
It'd be 18.
So it's going to be 18 to the start of your next turn. While still on the rock elemental's turn, you see it begins to charge down the hallway. It's going to move 30 feet. You notice something very strange, Myelin. As the rock golem travels and crosses the path where the trap would be activated, its blue eyes turn purple. And after it crosses that trap, they turn back to blue, and then it crosses the second one. You see the rocks mold around your disc as if it moves unfazed and just morphs around it because it's a pile of magically bound boulders and moves 30 feet towards you. It's then going to use its second attack to slam down onto you as it takes 2 attacks per turn.
No, the fish.
It misses with a 10. and lands right before you as you shield the bucket of bullfish, and all this dust settles as the ground cracks around you as its eyes just faded from purple back to blue, not activating the trap as it passed through it. Kaz'il and Boram, you look back and you see this rock elemental has just entered the room that you were in, and that is where we're going to end this week's session.
Oh my god.
Scary stuff.
Yeah.
Leave those fucking fish.
We need him.
It better be
I
something
can't believe
good.
Myelin went back for him.
Milo, oh my god, you're so lucky that you got that you got the shield spell. It was if that hit you, that would have not been a fun time for you. Let me tell you.
I still have some twigs.
I love the shield spell. It's one of my favorite spells in the game. It's like half the reason why I play wizards. It is just so much fun. And it's the only spell in the game that stops magic missile.
What's crazy about it is you just take no damage.
The flavor of it is that it stops on the shield. Like it hits the shield because magic missile is an automatic hit. So, which is a goated spell.
Yep.
I feel it's very overlooked. As despite its popularity, I do always feel it's overlooked at later levels.
Myelin's shield is better than my shield.
Only for one turn, my friend, because at the start of his next turn, it goes away. And before we go on to this week's suggestion, is this what you expected when you entered your thoughts about the tower? We can talk about it more in the after show.
As dangerous as I expected. My goodness.
Did not expect a fishing episode.
I also did not expect a fishing episode.
Maybe it's because the first dungeon I played was at my callback, but it gave me flashbacks to my callback for a second, and I was just like, "Oh no, Vivien doesn't know what to do again."
It's an interesting one. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. It has all of those elements. But before we go on to the wheel of intros, who has a suggestion for this week? I have a suggestion. You know how I love my militainment. I'm a big militainment guy. All right.
Is this every single one of yours?
No. Listen.
Militainment.
No, my last suggestion was Bridgerton, bro. How are you gonna front me on that?
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. I'm cultured, all right?
Well, you were part of ours last week.
There's a new, first of all, I love the actor Alan Richardson, Jack Reacher, if you know him from there, or Blue Mountain State, as I love him from. War Machine just came out on Netflix. It's a pretty decently long movie.
Long? Like what, over 2 hours?
It's like almost like 2 hours and 50 minutes, 2.5 hours. But it's a military movie. He's trying to become like an Army Ranger, and like the final mission of him becoming an Army Ranger, something like really goes wrong in the sense that like it's him fighting a giant alien robot the entire movie. The action scenes are pretty friggin' nuts. I really enjoy the action in that movie. So War Machine on Netflix, definitely a fun watch. It's like a popcorn movie, I would say.
It's a very good one.
Yep.
Dan, hit us with the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
All right. We are back to the Patreon supporters for the wheel.
Oh, here it is.
It was due.
Cinder Slime.
Cinder Slime, by the way, holds the record now. Cinder Slime had 23 weight on the wheel, but Cinder Slime said the other 4 OGs, oh my, early game mobs.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Early game mobs, like things you would fight at level 1. If you just go to the forest and kill 2,573 boars, it'll be level 60.
For D&D?
It'll take us approximately 19 hours, 27 minutes.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for submitting intros, though. We're going to keep upping those weights and adding them as you request them. Don't forget to go in Discord and do that. What kind of goodbye are we giving today?
Your best fish goodbye.
Not doing it. Can't make me.
Alone in the late night, a group of adventurers meet up within the confines of a masterfully undetectable hideout. Under the moonlight, and upon the exchanging of hushed words, the members of the Bloodshard Bandits meet up to prepare for their next adventure under the blinding star in the sky. Artemis, the fighter, guardian of Kemijo. Hunter, scholar, gentleman, and adventurer. Gift gunslinger Alistair Jacobs. The Dread, Lord Drama, the highest of elves, master of the finest fineries this side of Umbrea. The Rogue Changeling, Sly. Knockmock, Nova's biggest competition. Brandy Woodburner, the wine-wielding wood elf. Gloric Nightbreaker, the Dwarven fighter. A Pony Lightbringer, Elven Cleric of Corellan Lorethian, and not a stupid goblin. Nothing can be accomplished by brute strength alone. The academics must meet to keep the party afloat with stories of lore deeper than an abyss. The Sidgic College alumni work tirelessly below the never-fading star. Mongo, the Yeti Giant. Sergio, the retired knight. Saint Chaos, the masterful brewer and no good doer. David Lachance. Chartreuse Charlie Vex Shade, the gnome sorcerer. Humbria's mightiest heroes of all far and wide throughout all of time. Man with Glass. Jesus, the Frost Dragonborn Warlock. Johnny Tar. John Carroll. Hart, the Iron Hammer. Drown the Barbarian Mobster, Cypress Daywind, a Capybara Circle of the Forest Druid, Annie, Master of Weapons, Bjorn Battleborn, the Bombastic Brigader Barbarian Half-Orc, Morgath the Unbroken, Half-Giant Barbarian, Gad the Lizard Folk Rune Knight, Plick, the Warlock who thinks he knows Cajun French, Bree Carlson, Kivlin Ninthadier, the Elf Sorcerer, Balasar Turneroth, the Eldritch Knight Dragonborn, Brom Ironspud, the battle-hardened half-orc barbarian with an unbreakable appetite for glory. Thank you to all who have helped us. Your continued patronage is appreciated. Vivien out.